This time in the third fight with Triple G, who, by the way, again, is now 40 years old. Nevertheless,
He's looked 40 for some time now.
he has, right around the time he turned 40, 38,
No,
39.
no. Yeah.
But he looked like he could still fight at the highest level when he fought Canelo the second time. I thought Canelo won the second fight.
Me too.
But there were those who thought Triple G did. Certainly the majority felt Triple G won the first fight, so did I. Canelo left no doubts here. It was a dud of a fight compared to their first two, which were good action fights. What were your impressions of Canelo?
I thought he should have stopped that version of Golovkin. If Canelo is who he says he is, I'm an all-time great, you got to take advantage of a fighter like that that literally just showed up to get a check. The performance from either guy, well, the performance from Canelo was a little shocking. I thought he would do more, but the performance from Golovkin was not shocking. I was shocked by the response and the reaction that people finally got the revelation that he's looking old. He's looked old the last 2 to 3 years. And because he's got the mantra of, Mexican style, everybody excuses the fact that he takes way too many punches and way too much punishment, but the response time, the reaction wasn't there. And if you think about it, this is really the biggest name, the only real name that Golovkin has on his record. No matter how you feel about it, that's the truth.
It is. He was not, not talking about you, Dre. I'm talking about guys at middleweight or below. He's appeared for a while to not be worth the risk for star fighters to fight at middleweight or below.
I don't think he wanted to fight some of those fighters.
Well, certainly not you, but you were a super
No, I'm not talking
middleweight.
about me. I'm talking about guys in and around his weight. There were certain guys that you and I know, being at HBO, he wasn't going to fight.
Okay. Let's table that for a second because I want to get on to Canelo. Canelo, on the other hand, starts at junior middle, wins titles junior middle, super middle, moves up to light heavy, knocks out Kovalev. Now, he wasn't the Kovalev that you fought. Still, he was winning fights. Eventually, he loses to Bivol at light heavyweight, which to me, if you keep moving up in weight and if you fight the hardest guy to fight at the higher weight class, eventually you're going to lose. I don't hold that against him. He just beat Triple G. Still hasn't fought Benavidez, who I'd love to see that fight along with. Hasn't fought either Charlo brother, let alone the bigger one, right? Where is Canelo's legacy for you right now?
It's tricky and it's complicated because on the surface, he's fought everybody, he's done everything, he's taken all the risk. If you know what you're looking for and you look at some of those names he fought, he doesn't have a lot of prime names on his resume. That being said, I think Canelo is a great talent. I think he's had a great career. And, of course, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about that. But I don't know if – I think there's a little bit more window dressing with his record than what people realize in his career. And I think his team has done a phenomenal job. You got to give Oscar De La Hoya a lot of credit. He doesn't get enough credit for co-signing Canelo early in his career and then also helping with the matchmaking. They know when to cause Canelo to fight certain guys and when to stay away. Like Benavidez is not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen because it's too dangerous.
Ray, I think that's a little unfair. I'll tell you why. To fight a guy like Austin Trout or Erislandy Lara when Canelo did, if you're the money man, you ain't got to take those fights, especially not against a Cuban southpaw who can box, right? That's not a money fight. He took those fights. They were close, but he came out winning. And by the way, I think that's justified. They were very close. I thought he won both fights, to tell you the truth. Lara especially was very close. You don't take those fights if you're a ducking kind of guy. In fact, that's the reason I thought he'd be the star to fight Triple G.
Well, you do if you believe you can beat him.
So, in other words, if he doesn't believe...
There's no rush to face Benavidez right now.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.